This special television presentation is brought to you by AmFac Hawaii, Duty Free Shoppers Limited, First Hawaiian Bank, Long Distance USA, and the Kamehameha Schools, Bishop Estate.
Aloha, good evening, and welcome to the 66th Annual Kamehameha School Song Contest. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kimo Kaho'ano of K59 Radio and a graduate of Kamehameha Schools. Joining me this evening, two other graduates. First of all, an actress, recording artist, a producer, a singer, as you well know, and the Centennial Coordinator for Kamehameha Schools, Marlene Tsai. Good evening, Marlene.
Aloha e nā haumana.
For the Kamehameha Ohana and all the people of Hawaii, the year 1988 is equally important, for now begins a new century in the life of our schools. Ahead lies excitement, promise, and challenge, the living challenge of Princess Bernice Hawaii Bishop. It is the challenge to succeed. Witness now the many different forms her challenge takes today in the lives of students and teachers who are bold enough to answer it.
The challenge of being here is taking what's been offered, using it, utilizing it, all on your own, realizing that you're the only one who's gonna do these things. I've been trying to work towards the honors diploma, and you're required to have 12 credits of honors classes. They're much more challenging than the regular courses, and they're not for everyone. I'm glad I took them because if I took those regular courses, I know I'd just be playing around. I would say school and yearbook overlap. About 50% of my time here at school, both school and yearbook. It's not just a book of pictures, it's a year's worth of work, showing and telling what's been going on throughout this year, what makes this year unique. I am the editor-in-chief, but more than just giving orders and giving out assignments and saying you have to do this, you have to do that, I like to go out through the group and work with them individually. We're all
That's
moving
a good title,
forward.
One Body, One Goal.
Yeah, you write it down, It sounds good. Praising people for their, what they do good in, and then showing them where they have faults in. Maybe not everyone, and maybe not a whole lot of people, but if I could just get to certain people and show them that they have qualities, they have talents, that are terrific, that are unique. It's a good feeling. The feeling I get just being here, being a part of the schools, being here up on top of the mountain. I'm doing it just to be better than average, not just to live, but to really accomplish something, to show that through all these years of school that I'm gonna do something that shows I worked hard.
It relaxes me a lot to play music. I mean, it helps me to think. It does help me to think. It's something that is intangible. It's something you feel, and a certain power. It's like a power. I think that's the reason why I enjoy it so much. It's like I want to see myself. Gosh, this is a big dream. Many people would call it, but I want to become a national star. I mean, I don't want to copy anybody else. I want to be my own person, and I want to make it to the top. So I thought, this being a performer is a hard way to go. Competition is so tough, and I don't know if I can compete with these other people. So I thought, the next best thing that I would love to do is to be an engineer, to actually design stereos. I knew that engineering took a lot of math, so I stuck with my math. I wasn't too good, and I wanted to get better than that, so I took it again, but it helped me because I got better grades and my algebra knowledge was stronger. I want to go to college, and I want to major in music, but also get a good, solid background in physics, in history, in math. I think those are really important because maybe later on, if I do decide to go into a different profession, I mean, I don't want to think like this, but if I do decide to do something else, then at least I have the knowledge and the background to help me to another path. Where the challenge ties in is I want to extract from each class the knowledge that could lead me into a better musician and also a more rounded person. Song contest is unique, I think. Song contest is a place where these student bodies, 9, 10, 11, 12, come together and they compete, and it's amazing to see so many students sing as well as they do. Song contest is a place where unity and love and strength for ourselves, our school, our land, and just being Hawaiian comes to life. As the year progresses, as the rehearsals move on and people feel the tension building, they know they've learned their songs and they're becoming better singers, then that's when the energy starts flowing to everybody. And I think by the time you get to the NBC, you're at your peak where it's funny, but the class comes together like brothers and sisters. There's not one bad word, not one put down toward anybody. It's just tonight is our night and we're going to do our best.
And tonight, they'll all do their best. We're about to begin the 66th Annual Kamehameha School Song Contest. Let me remind you that tonight's program is broadcast live in stereo over KHON TV2 and simulcast over KCCN Hawaiian Radio.
Tonight's Oli, the opening prayer chant, will be performed by Ku'ulelani Reyes. She is the daughter of Suzanne Reyes and Gilbert Reyes.
Our pule, the spoken prayer, will be given tonight by Kohai Leon. We'll see Kohai later this evening as the song leader for the Seniors Combined Song. Kohai is the daughter of Haunani Leong and Samuel Leong and is the president of the school's Concert Glee Club.
Please rise for the pule. Our loving Heavenly Father, we gather tonight as the family of Kamehameha to sing praises to you in remembrance of Queen Liliuokalani, the Hanai sister of our founder, Princess Bernice Pauahi Bishop. We thank you for being beside us these past weeks through our triumphs and frustrations, and ask that you continue to be with us in mind and body and in spirit and song. Father, please bless those who have encouraged and helped us, our families, friends, and teachers. May we continue to carry a love for music as have so many before us, and sing with pride for Kamehameha, our heritage, and ourselves. We pray that through your guidance and love, we will be the proud men and women of Kamehameha and exemplify these qualities through our lives. Eia no nā pua o Pauahi a me ka ohana o Kamehameha. I akua ko mai nei no ka ho'omana o mililani ana o ka mō I wahine o Liliuokalani. Mahalo ia oi ke kua no ko alupiliana I kia mau hamana a pau. E ho'omai ka I oia mā ko na hamana ka po'e kokua, na ohana, na hoaloha, a me nā kumu I loko o keia ho'okuku mele. E ho'omau mā ko I nā mele aloha o keia aina, piha me ka ha'aheo, me ka hoilina, no Kamehameha. Ke nonoe ha'aha'a nei mā ko I kia pule, I loko o kainoa o ka haku o Yesu Kristo. Amene.
Kimo Pokini will lead us in Hawaii Pono'i. He's a concert master with the orchestra and active in community theater. Kimo is the son of Rose Pokini and Samuel Pokini.
Tonight's Ho'okipa Mai, the introduction of special guests, will begin with Leanne Chang, student body president. Leanne is the daughter of Mary Ann Chang and Levi Chang.
Good evening, friends, family, and special guests. Tonight we welcome you to join in the celebration of our 66th annual song contest. This year we commemorate the 150th anniversary of the birth of our queen, Liliuokalani. In her honor, the theme of this year's song contest is Elei Ho'i e Liliulani. Bereaved is High Chiefess Liliu. Joining us tonight as we pay tribute to our queen are some very distinguished guests. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. The Honorable Governor John Waihe'e and Mrs. Waihe'e. The Kamehameha School's Bernice Pauahi Bishop Estate Trustees, President Mr. Richard Lyman Jr. and Mrs. Lyman. Vice President Judge William Richardson. Vice President Mr. Henry Peters and Mrs. Peters. Secretary Mr. Myron Thompson and Mrs. Thompson. Treasurer Mr. Matsuo Takobuki and Mrs. Takobuki. Interim Administrator Mr. Robert Springer and Mrs. Springer. The Kamehameha Secondary School Principal Mr. Anthony Ramis and Mrs. Ramis. Through your songs, Lili'uo Kalani, we have learned of your pain and sorrow, and of your love and joy. We know that all through your trials, you always held us in your heart. In turn, we will never forget you, for your memory and presence will forever remain in our hearts through these songs written by you and for you. E Lili'ue, tonight we sing your songs for you.
Our introductions will continue with Carol Glendon. Carol is the Director of External Affairs for the student body of Kamehameha Schools. She is the daughter of Sarah Glendon and Ed Glendon.
In honor of Queen Lili'uo Kalani, we wish to delight your hearts with sweet melody. We must also delight the hearts of 5 special people, the judges. I ask that each judge stand as he or she is presented. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Our choral judges are Mr. Dee Romines, currently the Academy Choral Director at Punahou School, who received his Master's in Music from the Eastman School of Music in Rochester, New York, and Mr. John McCreary, the Director of Choral Activities at Iolani School for 19 years, who received his Master's in Music from the University of Michigan. Our language judges are Mrs. Lurleen Salvador, a graduate of Kamehameha and the University of Hawaii Manoa, was a teacher at Kamehameha for 14 years and is presently a neighbor island land manager for the Kamehameha Schools Bishop Estate.
Now we go to Keola Sakai, Student Body Director of Internal Affairs, and the son of Myrna Matsumoto and Danford Sakai.
We sing in praise of Lili'uo Kalani, beloved ruler of Hawaii. During her time of turmoil and imprisonment, the Queen composed music to keep faith and hope alive. The people showed their love and admiration for her by their many gifts of flowers. The Queen loved flowers and music and would use both to create beautiful arrangements. Now, we begin song contest with the women of Kamehameha. Like the many flowers sent to the Queen, each is beautiful and unique. Just as the flowers warmed the Queen's heart, the flowers of the sophomore, junior, and senior classes come together in an arrangement to warm your hearts. May I have the order, please? Seniors, you will be singing third tonight. The sophomore women will be singing second in the competition, and beginning the competition will be the juniors. E nā wahine, I mua aloa'a ka lei o ka lana kila, go forth and grasp the lei of victory.
Heidi Kaleimomiho is a young lady from Maui who is president of the class this year, served as vice president for 3 years, and is historian of the National Honor Society. She will introduce the young women of the senior class. Heidi is the daughter of Diane Ho and Glenn Ho.
In 1893, Hawaii's kingdom was overthrown. Our queen, Lili'uo Kalani, was forced to sign documents, surrendering all rights to our land and people. In that same year, Ellen Wright Prendergast composed a mele expressing the feelings of the people, entitled Kaulana Nā Pua, Famous Are the Children. Tonight, the senior women will sing this song with words so strong and forceful, and yet the melody so soft and beautiful. Arranged by Leila Hohukiaha and directed by the unique Lehua Martinez. Just as this song calls out to the famous chiefs of Hawaii, the women of the class of 1988 call out to you, the famous children, to feel the pride of Hawaii in your hearts.
Lehua Martinez will lead the women of the senior class in their final song contest performance. She's the daughter of Olga Martinez and granddaughter of Virginia Ani. She said her goal for the group is that they feel good, know that they did their best and are proud. She hopes to attend college and earn a degree in nursing.
The women have completed their individual programs, and now it's time to hear from the young men of the sophomore, junior, and senior classes. This part of the competition will be introduced by Jennifer Chun. She's a busy young lady. Some of her responsibilities include student body recording secretary, math club president, and vice president of the Japanese club. Jennifer is the daughter of June Chun and Thomas Chun.
Traditionally, royalty were thought to be inaccessible, tucked away in their royal residences. Not so Liliuokalani. She went out among her people, and as she toured Hawaii, she observed many things. Among these were the lovers. Tonight, the men of the Kamehameha schools will sing 3 songs of love. One compares the lovers to the sweet wind, another to water, and a third to the giving of flowers. Before you await the men of Kamehameha, each group hoping to captivate your heart. May I have the order, please? I am happy to announce that the magnificent senior men will have the opportunity to charm you third. The outstanding sophomore men will be thrilled to know that they will enchant you second. And to begin the evening will be the caressing voices of the men of the junior class. Good luck, gentlemen.
Kalani Fronda will introduce the young men of the senior class. As a junior, he served as representative at large, and this year he's president of the senior class. Kalani is the son of Dorothy Leilani Fronda and Martin Kalei Fronda.
To Queen Liliuokalani, the fond parting embrace of 2 lovers in the beautiful land of Maunawili was an unforgettable sight. In fact, this touching moment inspired her to write a song. Now before we part, we, the men of the class of 1988, would like to inspire and entice you with that song entitled Aloha Oi. The arrangement by Randy Kamuelafong will be directed by our talented leader, David Lovell. So come with us and envision this tender moment in Maunawili as you hear the mature voices of the senior men.
What an appropriate song for the senior class and for David Lovell. This is his 3rd year as a song leader. David is the son of Antoinette Lovell and William Lovell. His advice to underclassmen, no matter what you do, don't worry over it. Just go out and have fun.
4 years ago, we watched as Puhai Leong led the class of 1988 for the first time. Today, her advice to underclassmen: 4 years goes by faster than you can imagine. It gets harder along the way, but enjoy every moment. Don't give up. She wants to thank the music department, special events staff, her parents, Haunani and Samuel Leong, and her sister Kalua, who was also an award-winning song leader. The combined senior class.
Now the competition performances are over and all 4 classes will now sing Makalapua under the direction of Penny Yamashita. She is the daughter of Jenny Anderson and Paul Anderson. After graduating from college, Penny hopes to work for the benefit of the Hawaiian people.
here tonight with the senior class.
She was dramatic. That was one of the longest dramatic moments.
He is precious. Mr. Richard